The leaves are starting to come out of those dormant trees. That's right, the sun is starting to shift upon a new horizon. And we are running our clocks forward 1 hour. So, you know what that means. Once we spring ahead, a lot of changes come. We have those spring showers that pop up out of nowhere and prepare the soil for those beautiful spring harvests. But first, we got to break out the old tractor and begin harrowing the field. This prepares the soil for the crops to be planted. You first harrow the soil so that it breaks it up and makes it more pliable to work with at the second stage, which is harrowing. However, this can take some time. So you can enjoy the beautiful babies that are being born on the farm as you make another round, harrowing the field. Then comes the best decision. What do you want to plant in your garden? These are some of my favorites. However, just remember that those spring showers are coming. So let's spend some time in the farm store, where you always see a mama cat. We always enjoy getting onion buttons to plant in the garden, so that you have beautiful fresh onions during the midsummer and late summer months. We also plant a variety of seeds here, from lettuce to collards, cucumbers, radishes, different beans, peppers, herbs, and even tomatoes and pumpkins. It really depends on what you're looking for and what is tolerant in your area. But we always plant a variety of crops throughout the months to ensure that we have a steady income of fresh veggies from the spring months to the early fall. And don't forget my favorite, the sweet corn. But just remember that just because the weather is getting warmer, frost is still on the horizon. So you can think about planting those strawberries. If you're like me and you love fresh fruits, you can also plant lettuces and hardy green crops, and even begin planting some of those herbs and even Swiss chard. Cabbage is also good to plant right now. I always grow it every year because it is my favorite to make cabbage boiled and even fresh slaw. I also suggest going ahead and getting your herbs out especially if you like planting rosemary, sage, peppermint, or thyme. And think about the tomatoes that you want. However, just remember, it is not really a good idea to go ahead and plant those tomatoes just yet because they can get bit by the cold snaps, especially the frosts, and you will lose all of your crop before it is even started. So definitely hold off on the tomato plants right now, but do look at all of the plants that are out there available and be preparing a list of what you want to grow this year. It's not a bad idea as well, if you have somewhere to place the plants, to go ahead and purchase them and allow them to grow. You can even make your own herb garden right now, which is great if you don't have much space or you don't have land to make a big garden. You can make a small herb bed practically anywhere and out of any material. For instance, you could even use an old tire, put some potting soil in it, and there you have a simple, quick, and easy herb garden. So what do you think? What will go in your herb garden this year? I know mine will be filled with rosemary, lavender, thyme, mint, and plenty of sage. It is also perfect time to get that lime out so that it actually goes ahead and will get into the soil and sweeten the soil for those crops. They definitely need the nutrients. So once you have hard and fertilized your soil, it is time to plow the ground for your crop. When you plow, you want to make sure that your right tires stay in the fur row that you made initially. That way when you come back, your plow is plowing up a new fur. And with each pass, you want to make sure that that right tire stays in the fur that you just made last. That is how you ensure that your spacing is perfectly correct. And on a windy day like this, what's better than breaking out the kite and enjoying some pastime? You can enjoy where you have your garden spot perfectly prepared, or you're initially preparing it, and you can hone in on your springtime garden fever. After all, those bushes are just starting to put their leaves out. So you know when all the farmers in your area have their gardens prepared that it is getting close to springtime, when you can get outside, enjoy the beautiful fresh air, lovely springtime flowers, and get your gardens planted. And who knows, maybe you'll see a beautiful butterfly, or maybe even a coot. Yes, a coot. These cute little creatures are getting out and about and exploring. You never know what you'll find here in the mountains, but one thing for sure, as the sun begins to set, you know that you have accomplished another day. So you can skip off into the sunset and the beautiful flowers and know that spring is just around the corner.